What's up, guys? Welcome to episode number 4 of the Better Take podcast. I am your host, Russell Orhi, and today we have a very special guest. We have...
Cranon.
I didn't want to say your name because, like...
You fuck it up.
Yeah.
Can I cuss on here?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, you can curse on here. I just noticed I've been fucking up your name this whole time. I call you Cranon like Cannon with an R.
What?
I didn't know your name was Cranon.
What did you... Oh, what
Like,
did you say?
I say Cranon.
Cranon. Yeah, that ain't it.
So it's Cranon.
Cranon, yeah. CR.
CR. How would you, like, pronounce that? Like, how would you spell that for someone to pronounce it the proper way?
Crane and then N. Like
Okay.
a crane.
Oh, Cranon.
And then I-N. Dash I-N. Yeah. Cranon.
All right. That's kind of tough. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Not really.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like, because it's spelled Cranon.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, to me, there's no, like, the A shouldn't be, like, so high.
Dude.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Dude. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm over here trying to tell you how to fucking say your name and shit. My bad.
Yeah, let me turn this off.
Okay, so, wow, you had your phone on during the podcast?
I literally didn't. It rang, and I was like, D&D.
All right, guys, so we have Cranon here on the podcast. She recently just moved to Houston, Texas. I don't want to do the whole introduction thing because it's like,
They know.
no, they don't know, but they. Okay.
Some do, some don't.
Yeah, for very brief introduction, tell the people who you are, what do you do, where you're from, all that kind of stuff.
Cranon.
Okay.
Yeah. I do fitness content as well as powerlifting. And I'm from Michigan originally. And I moved here about, 6 months ago? I swear it feels like it's only been 2 months, but
Yeah.
it's been 6.5 months now.
6. Damn.
Yeah,
Time
I
has
know.
flown by.
I'm like, we're going on a year.
Yeah. I remember when you were down here, you were like, oh, I want to move to Houston. And I was like, just do it. And then
Yeah.
you did it.
Yeah.
Like, you literally just randomly did it, actually.
Randomly, out
Yeah.
the blue. Well, there was a reasoning behind why I just upped and left.
Okay. Yeah, it was pretty fast.
It was.
You went home and then you came back and it was just like, oh, you're like, yeah, I'm here. I'm like, oh, shit.
Yeah, I was like, hey, guys. And then you were like, want to be in a photo shoot? Damn. I was like, shit. Yeah, for
Yeah.
the Mamba.
That was, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, time is flying by.
Man, yeah.
Time is fucking flying by. All right, so you do fitness. You do all that kind of shit. She's on social media. She's blown up from the point of, like, I think, like, that I first met you. I think, like, you've just kind of, like, blown up since then a little bit more. Yeah. How does that feel?
I feel like I definitely, like, when I moved here, I was like, I'm going to take the opportunity to come here and, like, milk it for everything it's worth. Like, I don't want to come here and be like, oh, well, I came and, like, I'm just dragging along, you know, like, I'm just following the crowd. Like, I wanted to really, like, find myself, see what made me different in, like, the fitness industry. Because if you really think about it, we're all doing the same shit. We're all literally just filming ourselves working out. So it's super saturated. So it's like, okay, like, what makes you different? So I was like, let me find myself, see if this is really for me to where it can become a career. And then also, like, see what's up with powerlifting. Because at the time, I didn't care about powerlifting.
Yeah.
I was just like, whatever, bro.
Yeah, so, like, with you being in the politics, so mind you guys, like, she, do you care if I put pressure on you or no?
Go for it. That's what we're here for.
I feel like in the next, probably within this year or the next year or so, she's going to establish herself as, like, one of the premier competitors in the sport. So, with that being said, like, you've had, like, a very slight introduction to the powerlifting community, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. How would you categorize, how would you detail your experience coming into the
Toxic. What the fuck?
She didn't let me finish. She want to get that shit
as
off.
As soon as you was like, how would you toxic?
Yeah.
Immediately that. Like, I came from, like, I was a college athlete. Mm-hmm. I ran track at University of Kansas. Like, being an athlete,
Say
like.
Kansas again?
Kansas.
Okay, sorry, continue.
But yeah, so, like, I know what it feels like to, like, have that pressure and kind of, like, have eyes on you and stuff like that. But the community and, like, being in, like, an NCAA athlete versus, like, being in, like, a powerlifting community, which is a very niche sport. Mm-hmm. It's like, I wasn't used to, like, how people act and, like, how much shit talk is involved and how much, like, people are so worried about what you're doing and, like, in your business and trying to figure out stuff. Like, I used to listen to powerlifters talk about other powerlifters and be like, yeah, bro, like, he had this one meet, like, he didn't taper correctly and and he started doing this. And I'm like, how do you know that?
Yeah.
How, like, literally, how do you know all this information?
So when you ran at Kansas, were you really concerned about, like, what your other competitors were doing at different schools, or how'd that work?
I mean, yeah, but to only, like, their numbers. I wasn't concerned about their personal life.
Yeah.
Like, if someone ran a bad time, I'd be like, oh, okay, nobody be like, yeah, bro, like they didn't eat right, they were slacking in training. Like I don't know what the fuck they do at their school and training. Like I just know maybe they had a bad meet. I don't know. Like Usain Bolt has false started at the Olympics before. Like he had a bad day, so I'm just like, it's okay.
So do you feel like people in the powerlifting community, they're a lot more? I mean, so they're not as welcoming to like a newcomer.
Hell no.
Yeah, especially someone that might actually like be something in the community. I guess there's a lot of shit to say. Because I remember that one post, King of Lifts posted.
I knew you were gonna bring this up.
And you were like, you weren't like bothered by it.
No, I was bothered. I was. I'm gonna be real. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I can't remember the time exactly. I just remember you kept talking about it, and I'm like, bro, fuck those people. Like,
it took me a long time to like. You had to talk with me, and it took me a minute to like adjust to that mentality.
Yeah.
And now that I have, like, I feel like people talk shit. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it's just like one of those things with the powerlifting community, which I've just kind of noticed, and I've talked about on the podcast too. It's like they're not anything new. They're not as like welcoming towards. They're not of the growth. Like they don't want to see they don't want to see the sport grow as much.
Yeah.
And it's very niche, and it's very like, oh, this is our little thing here, and we don't want anyone to come in and like make it bigger than it is. So like when I see you coming in and like kind of like making these splashes and stuff like that, you do things a lot different. I feel like you're more in line with like what an athlete is. Like you're gonna talk I don't even think you're really even talking shit like that.
No,
like,
I talk shit to myself.
Like you big yourself up. It's not really like talking shit to anyone else.
I'm not like, these bitches can't wait. Like, I'm not in the gym. Like, just wait. Like, I'm just like, come on, Cranon. Like, it's just the vibe. Like, I'm just talking to myself. Like, I don't talk shit about other people.
It's more so of like, just you are very confident. You love yourself, and you will say you love yourself. I feel like out loud, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that makes a lot of people like insecure, because it kind of shows their insecurity of like, oh, she loves herself. I couldn't imagine what that is like, so I'm gonna hate on that. Because it's like deep down inside, they don't love themselves or like take it as seriously as like you would.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. It's been rough, man. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine. You're gonna reach the other side where you're gonna realize like there are some people out there that like want to see you grow and succeed. 100%. But that constant's always gonna be there. Where there's people like pushing against you or whatever. But I would say that the people that fit in, they fit in for a reason. You know what I'm saying? The people that fit out are usually ones that actually push the sport forward in a good way. So I think that you just got to take that with a grain of salt. And it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting.
Man, yo. And then people always be like, yo, like, you're the GOAT, you're this, you're that. And I tell people all the time, like, I have not done shit for real. Like, I understand, like, I came into the sport, like, doing great numbers. I can recognize that. I can see that. But, like, to be competing, like, on a level of, like, a national, like, champion or something like that, I tell people all the time, I have the potential, 100%. It's there, but I haven't done shit yet. I'll be like, just relax. Like, you know, people be like, yo, she's the GOAT, she's this, she's that.
This new generation, I don't know what their obsession is with like putting people as the GOAT. I don't get it.
Yeah.
Like even they'll say that about me, and I like to this day I'm still like, nah, I'm not. Like I don't know who the GOAT is. Like it's not. I don't think it's me. Like there's other people that have achieved more than I have in the sport of powerlifting. But
I will. Okay, in the sport of powerlifting, sure, but like what you've done and how you changed the sport.
But that's a different conversation. That's like when I hear GOAT, it's like your accomplishments and what you've done. So like, I'm pretty sure like I know the names like Kim, I think Ray. Like these are like OGs. Like see, like you don't know, but these are OGs that have won more than I have. I think for a longer period of time. So like for me to say that I'm the GOAT, I just feel like it's disingenuous. But I didn't want to talk about like lifting is something that like I don't know. You've been around me. I don't really be talking about lifting that much.
No, bro.
Or maybe I do. I don't know.
We do, but like it's I don't know. I feel like it's so like it's our career. Like we don't need to talk about it all the time. I have people tell me all the time, like, is that all influencers, like fitness influencers talk about? Like, you know, like other people in the fitness world and powerlifting and numbers. Like I've been in a room with a bunch of powerlifters and the entire time that's all they talked about. And I was like,
so I have a question. The powerlifters you be hanging around with, do they only talk about powerlifting?
Yes.
I can't do that.
Yeah.
Me personally.
I've literally been like, I kid you not, we were all talking about powerlifting and I was like, is that all you guys are going to talk about? And one of them looked at me, they're like, what else are we gonna talk about? I was like, dude, no, like,
fuck no,
and it's
man.
so, it's interesting. I love hearing them talk about it because they're all dope people and stuff, and they know so much about the sport, and they're all talented. So it's dope to hear. But like, as someone that's extremely new to the sport, I'm just like, what the fuck are you guys talking about?
Yeah. And honestly, like, some people are not even that interesting for me to be talking about like that. Like, there's nothing really too crazy going on. Like, to me, it's squat, bench, and deadlift, right? So there's only so much you could do. So there's like the conversations. I don't know. I just don't find myself talking about it as often because I have my technique down. I have my coach. Like, what else is there to really expand upon?
The drama. What do you mean? They love the drama in the powerlifting community.
True, but I think I get all that out in the gym. Like, I talk about that shit in the gym. You've been with me in the gym, so like you've heard me like verbalize like all the drama and shit like that. But that just stays within the gym.
Really talk about drama in the gym though. Like, you'll talk your shit, but like, it's more so just like your own, like you're your own hype man. Like, that's you get in these modes and you're just like, 1 minute, I kid you not, like you'll be in like, don't fuck with me, headphones on, like, fuck this shit, and then 1 minute you'll be like,
wait, okay, I'm gonna ask you a question.
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna ask you a question because then I have like some topics I want to move on to. But okay, how would you describe me in a gym setting?
You're a drama queen.
I'm a drama queen?
You're a drama... Dude, you are moody and you're a drama queen. And as someone that is a closer friend than like some people that's like, oh, like, I know Russ. Like, I'm like, no, like, you know, like we've talked and stuff, like one-on-one. Like, I feel like I know you a decent amount, and like, you're a drama queen. You're moody. You're a brat. Like, yeah, you are.
Yeah, I mean, okay. So what makes me a drama queen and like a moody brat?
Like, it's just like, I feel like you'll get in like, you're moody. Like, you'll be, one day you'll be like, I'm out working y'all. What's up? This, that. What's up? Bella. Hey, yo. And just talking shit. And I'm like, and some people be like, yo, like, I remember I literally had to apologize. I'm like, he's not always like this. So like, some people that were new to the gym, you were just so hype. And then other times you'd be like, just in your mood, like you just look mad at the world. And I'm just like, all right, this is what type of time we're on today. Got it.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude,
that's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
I'll admit to that. I think I just get so the gym is like my outlet.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you do the same shit too, which is funny. Yeah.
I don't do all that though. I'm not yelling and shit.
Yeah, you don't.
Hold on.
You do yell.
You bring other people into your yelling.
I do.
I do not. I stick to myself and I stay in my little circle, in my little bubble. I will talk to my camera when I make mic dubs, but I'm not like, hey, yo, like talking shit.
You have your own thing that you do too. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, some days you'll come in, you'll do that same shit that I do though. You'll be like, come in, like I don't even know if I can say hi to you. You just be like so like locked in. She has like, we have like a little pout face and shit. I'd be like, God damn. And then other days you're like, let's fucking go. It's just a bar. I'm like, okay, all right, shit. So I mean, okay, I'll take that. I think like I don't mind being like a fucking moody dickhead though. Like,
whoa, I didn't even say that.
Oh, you didn't say that?
I didn't call you a dickhead.
Oh, that's what I heard.
You said that about yourself. Hey, if the shoe fits, bro, wear that bitch.
Okay, so I wanted to run through some topics. Something tells me you don't keep up with like society.
What? What do you?
Okay, so for example, hold on, let me try to find this trend.
Oh, Lord.
Do you know this trend about like something about cunt?
What, dude? What type of podcast is this?
No. I'm gonna find it. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? Have y'all seen that trend? Like how to be like it's giving cunt or some shit like that, or serving cunt.
Dude.
Hold on. It's on Twitter. I'm gonna find it. I'm not
on Twitter.
So you obviously don't know about that.
It's not just me. It's everyone in the room.
It's popular on Twitter right now.
Well.
Yeah. It's like, how do you serve cunt? Okay. Anyways, the people that are listening, if y'all know what it is, y'all know what it is. Whatever. What I really wanted to talk about is like just some of the stuff that's going on, because I don't know like how tapped in you are with like pop culture and like what's going on. So I think it's always interesting because number one, I mean, I personally don't like to talk about powerlifting as much. You probably don't like talking about powerlifting as much. So there's a couple things that I got drafted up here. Damn, I want to get into
it.
No, I'm gonna ask you this question because this is something that like I don't know if this is like a good or bad thing.
Yeah.
Me personally, would you say that you like to dress like you have good fashion sense?
I'm drippy. Yes.
Okay, you're drippy. Okay, yeah, okay.
Yes.
When you post an outfit, right?
Yeah.
Do you tag the brands that?
No. What?
You don't?
I'm
Why?
sorry. No. I mean, unless it's either like obviously like Better is going into more fashion. And, which I will say, let me throw it in there real quick. The drop, that one shirt,
What
like
shirt?
the club. I don't know, but it was one of the shirts that was dropped, and I had threw it on to go to like out to a club. I got hella compliments on that. Everybody
Really?
was, I can't, I'm not even joking. I'm not saying this because we're on the podcast.
Yeah.
I literally had people stopping me. It was like, yo, like I've been looking for like a t-shirt dress. Like, is that like a real t-shirt dress or is
What
that
shirt
like,
did you wear?
it was the
From the most recent collection?
yeah, it was like the one Izzy has on, but like it was the dark gray one. I'll show you
Oh,
the
dark
picture.
gray one. Okay, and it said like which you were better on the back or some shit like that, or
No, it was the simple one. I'll show you a picture
Okay,
of it, but it was
okay.
like I always order like bigger sizes
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I
yeah.
like to like oversized look. I wore it with like some thigh highs. Yo,
I will say like I'm very confident in the quality of those tees. I like the feel of those tees.
it was good.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was like, okay, like lifestyle, I'm fucking with
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I'll tag it if it's like that, or like if it's like a brand I'm sponsored by that I can wear outside the gym.
Yeah.
But like if I'm like, oh, like this is from, I could have Balenciaga on. I'm not tagging Balenciaga.
Yeah. Why is that though?
For what? They gonna cut me a check? Like,
Yeah.
everybody can see it's Balenciaga.
So is it more so like a business thing at this point, or
I mean, I just don't feel I don't see the benefit of tagging it. I mean, what they gonna be like, hit me in my DM like, yo, like we want to collab. Like it's an opportunity,
Yeah.
maybe, but that's
because the reason why I asked this question is because I'm a fucking gatekeeper.
oh, that's what you're like.
yeah.
I don't want the people to know.
No, fuck no. Like,
Wow.
no, I'm a big gatekeeper. So like when I put on a fit, if it's not better, or if it's not like, if it's not better, I'm not tagging that shit. I'm not gonna lie to you.
So you niggas are not knowing where I
Yeah,
get my drip from.
No, they're not. And I'm so sorry for the people that are listening to this. Like, bro, no.
Niggas like I fucking knew he
No,
was an asshole.
yeah, like, bro, I'm not tagging that shit unless like unless it's a company and they sent me shit.
That's different. That's business.
Not even business. I'm just like, yo, I genuinely thank you guys for sending me this. I actually like it so much that I'm going to post it.
Oh,
Right.
Okay.
But like when I'm talking about like when I'm putting together a fit to go wear out or some shit like that, or I'm trying to like look good.
You think you drippy?
I think I'm okay. I think like I'm fine.
Bro, you're so cap. You're trying to be
No,
humble.
I'm being serious. No, I'm being serious. Because to me, like, fashion is about how you. It's how it's your confidence.
yourself. Badass. What?
It's about confidence.
Yeah, the people say, well, you put that shit on if you walk like you got it.
Exactly.
No.
What? You don't think that?
I've seen some people that think they got it, and I'm like, that's not it. I don't
That's
care.
okay. It's a combination of having somewhat of a fashion sense, but then also just having that confidence. Because there's a lot of times when I see some people wearing some shit, I'm like, I would never in my life wear that. But the way that this nigga got that shit on, it looks clean.
Fair.
Yeah. Like I personally, that's what I'm saying. Like it really depends on like how confident you could be and how things sit on you and just like how you walk about in life with like your fashion.
Yeah.
So I mean, to some people I could dress, some people I can't fucking dress. Like to me, I think I just have a very unique style, and I could
do.
Yeah. So
But it's like, it's a good style. It's like,
Yeah.
it's not basic. There's like, niggas will put on some J's, some shorts and a tee and a snapback and think they drippy. Like that's not drip. Like when you can put some shit on that's not an everyday like outfit, like certain jeans or whatever. Like you can put it together. Like
yeah, but a lot of people don't realize like I said, it's about confidence, right? So it's like taking those like calculated risks. You're like, okay, like these pants kind of look like the pants that everyone wears, but there's like a slight difference to it, so I'm gonna put them on. That's how I always think. But that's where the gatekeeping comes in, because I'm like, I personally don't like when other people got the same shit as me. I do not like it. That's why, like, if you notice, and if you go to my second Instagram page, Restless Russ, I'll never tag like brands unless it's like,
feel that.
yeah. Because me personally, like I said, if someone else got some shit, I automatically don't want it. It's annoying as fuck, actually.
Really?
Yes.
do you find it hard like being able to put certain stuff on due to being like a muscle daddy? That's the only way I can describe you.
That is a sick.
What? Muscle mommy is a very much used like, and you got a lot of traction when you posted about like, what's a real muscle mommy?
I did, but I didn't even mean to do that though. I meant to post. All I was saying was like, what is a muscle mommy? Like, what does that mean? You know?
People started going,
people started fucking tagging pictures of themselves.
Yeah. I remember.
Right here. I'm like, oh my God.
Hi.
I didn't ask for this. But yeah, I don't know. So you don't care if like girls got the same shit that you got on? Like this fit you're wearing right now, would you tag all of it?
No.
Why?
Because
I mean, well, the other thing, we have business, but
yeah, I mean, no, I mean, but this is like this is not a hard outfit to put together. Like,
you'd be surprised. Dude,
put some sweats, some black sweats, a little bodysuit, and some like black, like it's not the hard.
To you.
Because I'm
some girls don't even know this is a fit. Some girls are like, you did what? Yeah. You put together a bodysuit with joggers? Why? How? So I don't know why I made that voice. But like, that's what I'm saying. Like, fashion, not everyone has that shit like that.
That's true. No, I know people that literally be like, I don't know how to put shit together.
Yeah.
I just simply don't know how to put it together. And you just have to have an eye for it and just know your body, know your confidence, and just like know what fits you best. Like, there's certain shit where I'm like, you look great, but I like me, and I can pull a lot of shit off. But like, I'd be like, no, this one.
Yeah, that's what sucks about, because I'm short and I'm stocky. That's the only thing that holds me back sometimes.
That's a combo right there. Yeah. I'm short and stocky.
No, that's just not. Sometimes it's not cool, man. Like, when I'm trying to like be fly, some shit just don't sit right because too much goddamn muscle, bro. Like, it don't.
I feel that I'm the same way. Like, as a woman with like muscle, like it's sometimes hard, like to like put certain stuff on and like feel confident. Because I've gone to the club and niggas have literally been like, "Yo, what?" Like staring at me. No. It's so rare to see a woman that has defined muscles.
Yeah. It is when you think about it, yeah.
Yeah, like how often are you at Walmart and you be like, damn, she
you're right.
She works out.
You know that picture of Kylie Jenner that's going viral of her like sitting courtside? She's like diesel. Like, she looks swole.
Really?
Yeah, but it's just the way she's sitting. But people are like they're like, what the fuck? Like, is she on steroids, this and that? I'm like, nah, she's just lean. But when I look at the picture again, I'm like, damn, that looks kind of abnormal. Like a girl like looking that kind of jacked, you know?
Yeah, especially for someone that isn't like known for that. You're known for being skinny and tall.
But you said something. You said like a lot of niggas be coming up to you in the club and shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what would be your idea? I'm sure you've gotten this question a lot of time. We've talked about this shit before. But what would be your idea of like a good date?
A good date?
Yeah.
I think honestly just something creative, something thoughtful. Like, I'm a very like, honestly, like it's the little stuff that matters. I know like a lot of women.
It's the little things.
It really is though. Like, a lot of people be so, they overthink shit, and women, sorry to say it, but a lot of women just care if niggas got money. They don't care like how they treat. They think that like that's all that matters and stuff. Like, I have my own bread. Like, I don't need a man for that.
Okay.
So I'm just saying, like, get your own stuff so you can like really like get to know somebody, not just for what they have. So like, honestly, anything thoughtful. Like, if you put some effort, you're not like, yo, you trying to go to the movies? Yeah. Like, no. That's a horrible first date.
Literally,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
like, would you say a dinner is a good date?
I mean, yes, but like, be different, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you competing with, you feel me? So like, you gotta. You
competing with what?
I'm not gonna speak. Come on. You know what it is.
I know your DMs look crazy. We can't put it on. We can't say it on the podcast.
Oh, absolutely not.
Yeah, her DMs look crazy. The last podcast we talked about how like athletes and celebrities, like rappers, entertainers, like they now be hitting up like all the girls now, like all the fitness girlies and shit.
Yo, word! I'm telling you, fitness girls are like on the high right now. Like,
they're popping.
Yes, like people are like, yo, like shorties with muscles is low key it, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I be having guys all the time be like, yo, like I never really find like women attractive with muscle, but like you make that shit look sexy. Like, that's their go-to compliment.
You told me you don't like that compliment.
I don't, because it's just like I support other women that like have muscle and are in the gym and are like bettering themselves and stuff like that. So seeing women that have it and they're just like, oh, like I'm not like represented well.
Yeah.
And then like, I don't know. It's just like it's like being like, yo, you bad for a black girl.
Yeah.
Like, what?
You know what's funny? Hey, what's up, dog? You know what's funny? That's like the compliment of, no. It's like the question of like, I hate this fucking question, mind you. Whenever I post my Ask Me's, y'all motherfuckers stop asking me this shit.
Wait, your what?
My Ask Me's.
Oh, I thought you said my ashy knees.
You're crazy. So
like, what?
So like on my questions, I'll be like, yo, ask me a question, and they'll be like, yo, Russ, like, yo, how do you deal with being so short? I
knew you was gonna say
I'm
that.
like, what the fuck, nigga? This shit is not a disease. Like, I'm okay, bro. Like, I never noticed how many people are so bothered by like being short. I don't even think I am okay. No. She goes, no. What I was gonna say is I never feel short. I only feel short when I'm at the club.
Dude,
because goddamn, everyone's fucking tall. Like girls are wearing their heels and shit. Then I feel short.
Your confidence, though, I will say, your confidence, you have very no, dude.
No. I'm saying because okay, that's what I'm talking about. Because like, I swear to God, like I walk into rooms, I do not feel short. I walk into the gym, I feel like I'm the biggest person there. I'm not, but that's how I feel. Like I literally feel like that.
That's because you've developed, you have that. Some people got it and some people don't when it comes to that confidence and stuff. And like, even with me, and that's why I understand, like when people ask you, they're kind of like, what? Like your brain doesn't recognize, like, what are you talking about? Like people ask me, they're like, how are you so confident to walk into like, grab the dumbbells in front of all these guys? I'm like, cause I'm that girl. What do you mean?
Yeah.
It's never crossed my mind, like, it's a bunch of niggas. Like,
I just never moved like that. I'm like, I didn't know people were suffering so bad from like being quote unquote short.
That's like, because they overthink it, and the whole short king thing is a thing, and it's like it's such a trend.
Yeah, but there was something you said earlier, right? You said you have your own bread.
Yeah, this
is a perfect segue for something that was like a pretty hot topic on social media the last 2 days or so. Are you familiar with Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade?
Yo,
do you know what conversation I'm talking about? Okay, so let me bring it up to the people that are listening. All right, so for those of you guys that don't know, D Wade is probably one of the best basketball players of all time. Probably third best at his position of all time. Obviously very paid, very rich. He's retired now. He has a wife, Gabrielle Union, who is a famous actress. I'm sure she's a multimillionaire as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And she was on I don't know what conversation she was doing, but she was just talking about how she's still kind of stressed. She puts a lot of pressure on herself to work because she still kind of has that like innate feeling of like, I still need to provide for my family, because her and D Wade split everything 50-50. And a lot of people were talking about like, oh, sis couldn't be me, like girls really out here still going 50-50 with their husband, blah, blah, blah. So what is your take on that?
I mean, I get that. I have had the mindset when I was younger, before I was like in my like grown like woman success and money and stuff like that. Like, oh, like if all fails, like I'll just give me a little NFL player, like fuck it, he can pay for shit, like I feel like a lot of women have like glamorized being an NFL wife or an NBA wife instead of being like, I want to be a woman to like inspire other women or change stuff or start something. So they the whole 50-50 thing, I'm cool with it. Because I'm one of those persons, I'm not stingy with money. Money comes and goes. So, like, if I'm going to give it, I'm going to give it. Like, if I'm like, all right, bet, like, I'll pay for this time. Like, it's an unspoken, like, all right, bet, you got me next time. Like, like, oh, I got it this time. All right, bet. Like, like, it shouldn't be that, I don't know, it shouldn't be that big of a topic to me. Like, it's not that serious. Like, if we're paying half and half rent, both y'all niggas live there.
Yeah.
Both y'all using the water. Both y'all, like, why are you being like, no, he got it?
Yeah.
Be just because he's a man, especially when you got money, girl. No.
Yeah, I have a different take on this because I'm a very context person. Like, I have to understand like what's being said, why it's being said, where it's being said, how it's being said. Right. When I looked at that conversation, number one, look at the individuals involved: Gabrielle Union, Dwayne Wade. These are people that are coming. I think both of them have been married before. And you have to look at their status in life. These people are worth a lot. They're walking businesses, right? So you look at Gabrielle Union, you look at D Wade. When you buy a house together, it would behoove them and it would be a smart business choice to go halvesies on the home, because God forbid they divorce or whatever. It's going to be a lot easier to split the assets. That's why it's like, it makes a lot more sense to go 50-50 on things, because from a structural standpoint, it makes things easier. Like all these celebrities, you have to realize like all these celebrities and people that are making a lot of money, like I'm pretty sure all of them have the same type of structure that they have. Like when Kim and Kanye were together, I'm sure they had houses together. I'm sure the conversation that comes up between like a Kim and Kanye, they're divorced now, but it's like, hey babe, I want to go buy this fucking $30 million house. Do you want to go half on it? If you don't, I'm going to buy it for myself and it's become one of my assets. If you want to go half on it, we could split the assets. Exactly. We could split it together. We could buy it together.
Yeah.
Same thing with Tom Brady and Giselle. they had multiple houses together, and they decided when they split, we're all going to split everything 50-50. Like, we have our estate, I have my estate. Like, it's fine. So I think people I think people forget the business aspect of it. Like,
Yeah.
the people that are saying, "Oh, girl, couldn't be me." It's like, bro, like, you don't have multi-millions of dollars, like, to be going halves on anything. Like, they're both multi-millionaire. So, like, to them, money isn't even really a thing as much, if that makes sense. Like,
but like, also they work to get to like where they are. So like when you develop and you build something, because like Kim, however she got famous, she worked to get there. Kanye, same thing. So like, why would you not want to be like, okay, like I would like to leave with, if we say we do split, I want to leave with what I came here with. Like, I don't want to take any of yours. Like,
exactly.
I would not want to be like, well, we was together. Like, I worked hard. Like, say I write a book and I get a book deal, and I write it while we're married. We get a divorce and you're like, well, I did support you. No.
Yeah.
Like, you know, leave with what you came with.
Yeah. So like with their situation, they came to each other as superstars together.
Exactly.
So it's like, hey man, I'm gonna go 50-50. I mean, we're gonna go 50-50, and it's gonna be like almost like a business thing.
Yeah.
Now, if she was with him before the fame and all that shit, she was riding, dying with him, and now you're going 50-50, that is a whole different conversation. That's like, damn, bro, you still gotta go 50-50. That's a whole different conversation. But it's like, nah, they met as superstars together. Like, they're both very successful, and it just makes sense. Like, once you get married, there's probably like prenups that they signed, or just like a business contract that they have.
You believe in prenups?
Yeah.
So what if that makes sense for someone that I don't know. I just feel like it's rare to find a male and a female that both have been successful on their own that come together versus like usually it's the man that's successful and he takes his girl with him up to the top with her.
Yeah.
So that's why like it can get like, I understand why like the prenup is like necessary for that, but like do you still believe if like the man cheats or something, like
that's all in the prenup?
You can. I didn't know you can like customize a prenup.
Your prenup is whatever the fuck you make it out to be.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I just thought it was like,
nah,
you ain't getting shit.
It's
like,
a contract that you and your spouse make up.
Yeah, so there can be like rules, like if you cheat, like I'm taking half.
No, there's literally like clauses. It's like, if you cheat, then I get to take 50-50. Right. Yeah. So if like if it's put on paper that the marriage ended off of like infidelity or some shit like that, then the wife can take 50-50.
Yeah.
Or whatever the arrangement is. And then that's why sometimes like, I mean, I think it's important to sign prenups. I've seen a lot of different situations where it definitely hurt the person that did not sign the prenup. But even that, like when you get married, it's an awkward ass conversation. I've heard like a lot of couples, like when they get to that point where it's like, okay, like we need to talk about prenup. Then they start fighting about the prenuptial agreements. It's like, you don't think I deserve like all your shit? You like, you want to keep that from me? Like shit like that.
Yeah.
It's always
I supported
like
you. When you was at night crying, I was there.
Yeah.
It's the whole thing.
But that kind of ties into another conversation because there's like the antithesis of that, right? Where Savannah James, which is LeBron James' wife, I'm not sure if I need to describe who LeBron James is.
Everyone should know who that is.
I feel like I do because I feel like a lot of unathletic people listen sometimes.
Yo.
Damn, I just...
All right.
Is he shaking his head? He's like, bro... He's like, views gonna drop next episode.
I knew he was an asshole, bro.
I feel like a lot of people don't. Yeah, man, a lot of powerlifters don't be keeping up with sports like that. Some of these people probably don't even know who LeBron James is.
All right, now you're reaching.
I'm being so serious.
You're reaching.
All right,
LeBron James.
Bro, I be playing some popular ass music like a Drake song. People be like, "What song is that?" I'm like, "All right, man."
It's different.
I don't think so.
Music and knowing who one of the most famous athletes are on this planet. Hey, go ahead.
Duhan didn't even know who LeBron James was.
You didn't know who LeBron James? Whoa.
Okay. So Savannah James talked about how she never wanted to be in the spotlight or create her own brand. She just wanted to focus on being a good wife for her husband and a good mom for her children. And she never wanted to be on like Basketball Wives or any of that kind of stuff. Stop making that face. And she just wanted to focus on doing that. So what do you think about basically being a stay-at-home mom and just like building that kind of like life? Because I feel like you're very...
I'm a dominant female.
That was a crazy sentence. That was a wild sentence. I'm a dominant female.
I am. No, let's be real.
Chop that up, Izzy.
No, like I'm a dominant female. Like I don't want to know. Like I'm not gonna.
We're gonna talk about that too. But okay.
I know. Yeah. I know. What, I feel like I know what you're.
This is about to be a relationship podcast for sure. Okay, continue.
It's just no. Like me personally, I can see like. I'm not a very motherly person when it comes to like I want to have kids and I want to raise a family. Like I'm gonna support my man 100%. Like that, like how she supported LeBron 100%. Like I got my man's back. I'm here. Like your dreams, whatever you want in life, like I'm here to help you. I'm here to support you. I'm here to help you get to where you want to get to. It should be the same vice versa. It should be a 50-50, but like sitting back and be like, all right, I'll help you like reach your goals, and then I will just be back here and nurture children and support you and clap for you when you do well. I'm not doing that. I want to make my own name. I want to like, I've been blessed to say that I'm in a position to change an industry, which happens to be fitness, and, you know, inspire people. That's what I want to do. I want to inspire people because I know what it feels like to be someone that wasn't represented well, or, you know, like I felt like overlooked as like African-American female in this industry and the way I look and stuff like that. So I was like, I literally would be like, well, if there's no one out there that can do it, like I'll just be the first person.
Would you need a submissive male?
No, I actually don't do. I've had a submissive male before.
Really? You've had a submissive male?
Where someone knew that where someone knew that I was dominant and they kind of was like, all right, like, I'll let you take charge, and just like, yeah, if I get like, if a man allows me to do me and that's it without
what does doing you mean?
Just like if I like want to get snappy about something, or if I have an attitude like
toxic.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying like I can recognize when you can get away with certain shit. Like if you snap at someone, or if you allow someone to like take an inch, like a lot of people take a mile. Like I don't.
You're taking a mile?
No, I don't take advantage of people. I'm just saying like I rather have someone that can be like, put me in check when it comes to certain stuff. You know, like don't disrespect me, but like know what's best for me. And like I'm not perfect. I might slack on some stuff, but be like, yo, like if I'm fucking up, be like, yo, you're fucking up. But like maybe a submissive male be like, well, I don't want to make her mad, or be like, babe, listen, I did notice that you were like, I'm like, nigga, shut up.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
So you want a dominant man? Okay, let me go back to this. Why do you say you're a dominant female? What does that even mean?
I mean, I just like...
To the 5 women listening out here.
No, they're going to see my name and be like, oh, click.
Yeah, click. Okay.
I mean, all around, like, I feel like... Are we talking about, like, personality and just outside the gym? Or are we talking about the whole 9 yards?
The whole 9 yards. I mean, we can start with the personality first. Like, just the personality and just, like, what it means to be a dominant female.
I mean... I feel like I give off that. Like, a lot of men tell me I'm intimidating. Like, I get it all the time. Guys be like, girls that never met me, I thought you were mean. I'm like, no, I'm just like, I'm assertive. I'm confident when I walk into a room. Like, I walk with confidence.
You have your face. Like, when your resting face, you look very mad sometimes.
You've been saying that.
Like, you laugh a lot.
Yeah.
Which is fun. Like, yeah.
Like if you're not entertained.
Like when you're just like loading.
Yo, what? Stop. What?
Like when you're in NPC mode.
I'm never.
No, you're not. Sometimes you just be like this. Like I know, like for the people watching, I'm gonna look at my camera. Actually, I'm gonna look at this camera. She just goes like this, like just very like.
If there's nothing to be said, then what am I supposed to do?
I mean, I get
like, you know,
you do that thing with your. I don't know. You turn on your like.
If I need to, like if I don't know, it's like it's a switch. If I feel like I'm in a situation where I need to be like,
if you feel protected.
Yeah, that's a thing. We've talked about that.
I know.
Women, when they don't feel like protected or safe with like a man or something like that, women will like have to feel more dominant or like be more aggressive or more like guarded. That is a thing. It happens. It's very common with women.
Yeah. Okay, so you said that basically. Okay, going back to like what makes you dominant. Is it you're more assertive?
I'm assertive. I'm very blunt. I'm not a pushover when it comes to stuff. Like if you do some fuck shit, I'm like, yo, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like I'm not gonna be like, it's okay. Like no, I'm like, what, bro? What are you doing right now? Somebody will say something like, huh? Like what are you talking about? Like I don't know. I'm not gonna let the bullshit just by just because you're you.
Yeah. That's interesting because we've talked about this. Like I think we transition to like the actual terms, but like masculinity, like a masculine woman or whatever.
Yeah.
I think it's just because I'm of the mindset that the man should lead, right? Like that's the natural role for a man. And you lead, but you have to follow a good leader, right? So it's like you can't, just because you're a man doesn't mean you're cut out to be a leader all the time. Just because like maybe you haven't evolved into that realm yet, or that world where like you understand what it means to lead a woman. You understand what it means to kind of like allow her to be in her feminine energy, because a lot of dudes, like I'm not even trying to be funny, like a lot of dudes have a lot of bitch quality in them.
Man.
Like, and I don't even like using that word, but like I used to fucking be feminine. No, I didn't want to call. I just don't like the word. I don't like the B word. I just don't like saying the word bitch. I hate that word. I don't know why.
Proceeds to say it. Okay.
Yeah, I just don't like it. I've never called a woman a B word.
I would. Okay, so you know how some women, they will call men that?
Yeah.
I will never in my life call a man a B. Like, no.
Yeah.
I think it's so disrespectful. I don't know why, but that
insane.
shit is disrespectful.
But a lot of dudes in today's society carry a lot of feminine traits. And what I mean by that is when I was younger, and still it might pop itself up here and there, but I struggled to communicate. To me, that's...
Most men.
Yeah. To me, because like when you really break it down, like the inability to communicate to your woman about like what's bothering you, that's kind of like, because you're going to have an attitude. Right? So I'm sure, I'm going to break down a scenario and you're going to be like, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Go for it.
As a man, something during the day is something you did or whatever, I'm going to be bothered by it. But I don't want to let you know because I feel like that's being too emotional. Right? Mm-hmm. So I don't want to tap into that. So then I start being passive. You know what I'm saying? I start being like, a little bit weird. And then it's like, yo, what's wrong? No, nothing. It's cool. I'm cool. I see how you moving. I'm cool. What's the matter? Like, what's like, And to me, that's a feminine trait, because it's like, you don't, not even so much a feminine trait, but that's not a masculine trait where you can't express like what's bothering you. You know what I'm saying? And I fall into that sometimes. Like I definitely, when I was younger, that was something that I struggled heavily with. Right. Or just like not being able to like take control in a sense. Take control in a sense where like you set the tone as to what you want from the relationship versus kind of just like floating and letting things just kind of like be figured out, or like the woman almost has to dictate what's going on. Like it's like, hey, what are we? You know what I'm saying? Like to me, that's like not taking control and leadership of the situation. So I don't think people understand that they have a lot of feminine qualities about them, or just like non-masculine qualities that forces women to now be on the defense.
Yeah. Because
it's like, now I have to protect myself because I don't know what this dude is on. Like
100%.
Yeah.
It's very common in our, I don't know, like, it's in our generation. It's so common for men to just like be like, I swear this is their face. Be like, oh, I'm chilling. I'm vibing. I'm just chilling. What does that mean? Like, I'd be like, huh? Like, yo, like, just, if you don't fuck with me, say that. If you fuck with me, say that. If you fucking with other girls, say that. If you doing this, say that. Like, I just feel like people overcomplicate it. If you were just blunt and upfront about shit, a lot of people would be less confused. Everyone's just like, I don't know what's going on. And I'm like, did you ask him? Yeah, he said he was chilling. Okay.
It's like, what the fuck does that mean?
What does that mean?
Nah,
that means
cool.
he's fucking other bitches. That's what that means.
Whoa.
Oh,
are you projecting or what?
No. I've been through, like, obviously I'm only 23, but like I've been through enough experiences where like I know what, like I see stuff in a man that maybe I'm talking to or I meet. I'm like, nah, I'm good. Like I'm not gonna deal with that, because if that's how it is now, like no.
What's a red flag?
Red flag is just like someone that bad communication. Like, it's just like bad communication, just someone that doesn't really know what they want, which is totally, it's okay to not know what you want though. Mm-hmm. Like, we're still young, we're still figuring stuff out, we're still like going through like life. Like, it's okay to not know what you want, but like communicate that. Yeah. You know, speak like, yo, like I really don't know. And then it's the woman's job to be like, all right, bet. I'm either gonna be like okay with this, I will sit through this and be lost in space and not know shit, and just be like, why isn't he texting me back? Oh, he's figuring shit out. So, or be like, I'm not gonna deal with this. Find somebody else.
Yeah,
it's pretty simple.
I think the thing that women hate the most is their time being wasted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Men too, though. No, I mean it's mostly women's.
How can you waste a man's time?
I mean, it could be. There's men that be like, okay. There's women that play games and shit and like use men.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and like men will like maybe like someone and be like, yo, like I'm gonna invest into this one person, and then she's like, oh, sorry, like I found this new NFL player, and like or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, why didn't you just tell me you was on bullshit?
Yeah, I remember I used to do those relationship Q&As on my shit, and people be like, "Yo, like I keep hitting this girl, and da da da." She give me the roundabout. I'm like, that girl just wasting your time, bro.
Exactly.
She just wants some attention. Yeah, I think women do that for attention, and then men do it for sex.
Yeah, I can. Yeah,
like women will give men the runaround because they just like the attention of being chased, and then men will give women the runaround because they want to fuck.
That's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
I would say I can agree with that.
Yeah, I just realized that.
Yeah, see, like it's not just women. Like men go through shit with women too, where they're just like, "Yo, like you're literally wasting my time."
Yeah, man, women ain't shit, bruh.
All right. You know what? I will say I am not a fan of the whole like
men are shitted.
Yeah, I'm like, no, there's good men out there. It's hard to find. It's rare. It's a rare commodity.
I say now that people are shit.
Yeah, that's literally what I say. I'm like, no, people aren't shit.
People are inherently selfish.
Yes.
Yeah. So like I've seen women do some crazy shit.
So I have friends that'd be like, well, I was like, yo, you're wild.
Is it?
I'm gonna support you, girl.
I have a question. Is it a thing to go on a date with a dude for a free dinner?
Oh, I have a friend that does that. I literally have a friend like, it's a free
Thank
meal,
you.
so fuck it.
Thank you.
Yes.
That's all I wanted to know.
Absolutely, it's free food, and girls like, girl, get your little meal and dip. Like, yes,
y'all are sick, but I fucking knew
Who
it.
is y'all?
y'all are sick, but I knew it. People were like,
yes.
No one's trying to get a free meal. Like I could pay for my own meal. I'm like, man, bro, I know these girls be
someone
going.
Someone take you to Nobu or Ruth Chris and he got it like that. They gon' go.
Come on, man.
They're interested or not. Yeah, girls do that.
Yeah, I knew it.
Girls do a lot. I'm telling you, like, I can sit here and talk about all day how like dudes are this and they don't do that, they don't communicate, but like women do shit too that I recognize. I'm like, yo, it's a 50-50. Women do shit.
I mean, that's why rappers be talking about like, yo, I didn't spend a dime on her, you spend a check, I didn't have to do anything, I just hit her. The flex.
Yeah, well, guys will use their, they will use their clout as a way to get women and stuff. And
okay, so what's the craziest?
Oh shit!
What's the craziest line that someone's hit you with that you like remember?
He's not gonna watch this, so it doesn't matter. I had like a celebrity.
Don't say their name.
I wasn't going
okay.
to.
Well, it sounds like you're about to.
No, they're not gonna. No,
anybody.
So.
No, it could be anybody. It doesn't have to be like a celebrity or anything like that.
Oh, just someone.
Just to see how dudes be going into your DMs. All right, yeah. Just first name the craziest one, and then just go ahead and start rambling off some lines that you're just like, what the fuck was that?
Someone sent me like some emojis. It was, and one of the emojis was like the muscle one.
Okay.
And I was like, obviously, like I do fitness, like I have muscle, so I'm like, oh, like appreciate it, like like I work hard. Nigga sent a voice message. He said, girl, I didn't send that because you strong. I sent that because you beautiful as fuck. I was like, okay. Like, just off the back, aggressive. And then just like, what do you want me to, like, thanks? Like, how am I supposed to know that's what that meant? Yeah. Like, just like not being upfront. I've had guys just send like emojis. I've had guys like, what's he going to take for me to da-da-da? Off the bat, no, you're DQ'd. No. What's it gonna take?
That's a pretty good question.
What?
What's it gonna take? He's communicating. Gotcha.
Yo, what?
He's communicating. What's it gonna take?
I mean, I guess, but like, why can't guy? Okay,
yeah, I'm joking.
Why can't someone just be like, yo, like, my name is this. I would love to get to know you if you're down. Like, you don't have to do too much. Women aren't that complicated. I don't need some fancy pickup line for me to be like, okay.
I think men. Okay, so the way men think is that they need to come in with some type of pickup line because, like you said, they're competing with someone. So you need to say something that's gonna grab their attention. Okay,
but I'm telling you right now, women will drop the one that has the most bread or the one that has the most clout for someone that's not like that because of how they treat them. Oh, this man makes me feel seen. That's
true.
Women don't.
He makes me feel seen.
I mean, well, yeah, like makes me feel heard and da 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 da. So
yeah,
like women will do that. So
for sure.
I mean, they'll pick like the whole nice guys finish last. Like, yeah, but then again, like a lot of women have gotten fed up with like all these like high level like athletes or whatever.
That shit ain't cool. So I have a question.
Yes.
I have another question off of this. Do you feel like being an athlete and an entertainer works against them whenever they slide into your DMs? Like they have to almost fight that?
Yes and no, because a lot of people will just be like, well, I know this name, so I'm going to entertain it, or be like, I'm not even going to entertain this because you're probably in like other girls' DMs.
Yeah.
So it could go either way. Like women will entertain it to be like, oh my gosh, like you know,
What
I'm
do you
gonna
think?
be the one.
Yeah. What do you think the average is though? Do you think a lot of women like kind of they're interested in that, like the name, or do you think that
Yes.
they are? Okay.
100%. If I'm trying to think of like a single, say LeBron James wasn't married and Drake slid in my DMs or someone else's DMs. Whether I was like, oh, like he seems like I'm not like he seems like a nice guy. Like I really want to get to know him. Like no, you have money in your Drake.
Yeah.
And you have hella clout. People are gonna be like, oh, that's Drake's girl. Nobody's thinking like seems like a nice guy. Like he has a good job. He's this. He seems family oriented. Like he seems respectful. They don't care about that.
Yeah. I'm saying do you think that works against them sometimes?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Because I'm thinking like.
Mainly, but
Actually,
before,
man, probably. I think now it works against them like more versus like earlier. Because like now, like it's like a common thing to have like celebrities like in.
Just like Shorty's DM,
Yeah, like in like because it's getting crazy to the point like these sleeper like we.
What?
No. Let me stop.
You've said a lot so far. You might as well just go for it, bro.
Okay. Sleeper cells.
What?
Okay, so like the girls like that don't have a following like that are like you would never know who they are, but like I guess to other people they look beautiful, right? So
Yeah.
so they look beautiful, but like there's no reason why like a fucking big time rapper should be hitting this girl up. Like she lives in the fucking Katy, Texas, like you know what I'm saying?
No, I feel that. I know
You
exactly
know,
what you're
like
talking
yeah. So like now it's getting a lot more common for entertainers to reach out to those type of girls. So it's almost like a normal thing.
Yeah, it's easy though.
Yeah.
Because it's like this girl doesn't have a status, so it's not like
She hasn't been around the industry. And
yeah,
shit.
like you know, and it's easy for a girl that isn't probably used to someone getting like they're not used to LeBron James in their DMs. Of course, they're gonna be like, oh my gosh,
let's stop throwing.
Okay,
let's stop throwing the king's name in here because bro's married. Jason Tatum. Like let's say
Jason Tatum in their DM. So of course they're gonna be like geeked off of that.
Yeah.
You know, like some girls, like I've had women be like, oh my gosh, like so and so was in my DMs, and I was like, okay, like he's not shit. So like, why entertain it?
Yeah.
But if women with higher, you know, like they have more followers or whatever, they're used to that. So it's like they get to pick and choose.
Yeah, that's true. But I wanted, since we're talking about like entertainers and rappers and shit, you said you're 23, right?
Yeah.
Do you like today's music?
Yes and no. I love like old school, like Marvin Gaye.
Okay.
Anita Like
that's what your parents were playing back in the day.
Yeah, my dad was like hardcore, like that type of music, and I like my brother really didn't care for it, but like I just fell in love with it, and it's something I would like faithfully bop. I love like gospel music. Like I will faithfully bop. I will bop that to the gym. In the gym, deadlift PR, I'm listening to Kirk Franklin.
Really?
I'm so serious. Like when people be like, oh my God, like what are you listening to? Like people be like, I need your playlist. Like you so strong. I'm like, you don't want this playlist. You'll be like, what are you on?
Yeah, I feel like gospel music can make you feel powerful sometimes. That should just make you like, it makes me emotional a little bit.
True. I mean, it depends some, but it depends what gospel music. Like Kirk Franklin be getting lit.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
I asked this question because I can't tell if I'm getting older or what, because I'm almost 30. I'm 28.
Damn.
You want to be funny so bad.
It's
funny because as you said that, like my knees, man. Fuck.
Wow. You're just making it worse for yourself.
Yeah. But so like, yeah, for me, like when I listen to today's music, I'm like, man, what? Like respectfully, bro.
There's certain stuff I'm like, what
the fuck are we listening to?
I'm like, what is this?
Shout out to Aaron, man. We were in the gym today working out, and I think he had control of the playlist. Aaron's my age too, which confuses me sometimes.
I be forgetting he's that old.
Yeah. And he was playing like, I don't even know, like Lil Yeet and shit. And I'm just like, it just sounded like a bunch of just like
nothing.
Just I don't even know what I was hearing. And I'm like, damn, like
are you saying words?
Yeah, like maybe I'm getting old, because he was bopping his head, he's like just like rocking. And I'm like, fuck, man, like maybe Yeah, I'm just out of touch because this shit.
Some of the little it's more so.
He
like
has
the
a song.
Feeling, it gets you like in.
Yeah.
I feel like instead of like the words, like if you really break down the words and like read it as if it was a book, you'd be like, what? But like the way it's like put together with like everything, it's kind of like it gets you in like a oh shit, let's go.
True. I mean, there's like this one song he does have that I like, but I don't know, man. I was just like kind of sitting in the gym. I'm like, I can't tell if it's because I'm old as shit now, or if like music is like actually the quality of music is actually going down.
No, I think you're just old as shit.
I didn't like that answer. I feel like maybe you should say that you don't like the quality of music.
Do you want me to lie? No, I'm being serious. Like,
okay, no, okay.
The younger generation fuck with that.
True, yeah.
Like I feel like I'm not that old, but I have like an older soul, and when it comes to certain stuff, and especially music, and it's not like I don't have friends that are like, yeah, girl, like turn on Marvin Gaye. Like, no. They want to listen to the new stuff and whatever's out and whatever's trending.
Turn on Marvin Gaye.
Yeah.
But I will say I get like a good reaction whenever we're in the gym and I play my horny playlist.
That's because okay.
What?
Well, I mean, yeah, because it's not common, and like the fact that it's like you playing it. And you be into it, man. You be into it.
So you say that's not the playlist? You say
no, that shit's
oh,
fire.
Okay. I'm like,
no.
why you just
no.
taking credit?
I always be like, people always in my TikToks and stuff, they be like, yo, who playlist is that? When I'm live, who that music? What gym is that? I'll be like, it's Russ's playlist.
Let them know.
I be telling them all it's Russ's, bro. Like,
do you watch movies?
Yeah, I like shows and movies.
I just feel like I feel like we were talking about this before the podcast started, but like
I already know what you finna say.
Yeah, because I asked her to be on the podcast like a couple hours before the podcast started, and she goes, "Yeah, I don't be doing shit." Like, so like, what do you do when you're at the crib?
I'll watch if I have to work.
Outside, okay. Let's take
work.
You know what? Let's do a typical Cranon day.
All right, I'll tell you. I'll walk you through it. If I have meetings, I will know ahead of time that I have meetings. Mm-hmm. So if I have to hop on a few meetings, I'll do that, take care of that. I wake up. I try to get up earlier, and then I make sure I have to get my meals in. I'm like, okay, what are we hitting at the gym? Do I feel like making mic'd up? Do I feel like filming? I go to the gym. I work out. I film. I come home, and then I shower, and then I'm just like, the day's over. Like I either kick it with like people around Houston that are like I'm cool with, and they're like, yo, you want to come through? I'm like, sure, whatever. And I'll be real with you. What do we do? Nothing.
Yeah.
We're like, all right, cool. Yeah, we just chill, whatever, you know. But
continue.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get this shit.
I'm pretty like I'm not a very active person. Like I'm gonna be real with you. Like I don't drink. I don't go to.
You don't drink. Every time we go to dinner.
Yeah.
I look at you and I'm like, man, just relax. Like, bro, loosen up. Fuck, man. We be at dinner, be the whole team. Cranon just be like, she just be sitting there like, yo, like, this shit over? Yo, bro, one time we were in LA, beautiful spot. Everyone's having fun. I'm lit. Cranon look at me. Are we done? Can we go home? I'm like, bro, we having a good time.
This happened. No. This happens every time we go to the club.
Not the club. I'm talking about dinner.
What?
Yeah, you be kind of.
I was having that was cool.
All right.
I know that dinner that was cool. They was lit. You know, it was cool. There were some memorable moments that night. I'm so serious. There was some shit that happened. I was like, what?
Okay, yeah. Okay, but definitely at the club, you do not like the club.
No. Every single time I go to the club, I'm like, so like.
Do you like the club or do you not like going with like our particular group? Because there's a difference. Because very early, like I hated the club because the people I was going with just we just didn't match like fun.
Yeah, your guys like have fun and like my have fun is like different.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like, and plus like I feel like I also am still very new to like Houston and stuff, and you guys are all very like a tight knit family. So like being there and everyone just like a lot of people in like the better family like are in relationships, so they usually just it's not like they interact with everybody. It's kind of like I'm with my girl and she's with me.
You don't have anyone to trick niggas off with?
No, I'm just like we can all like have fun together, and it's just like it's just not fun. Like everybody's just like caked up, and it's just like we're in the club, and then the single people are like over there lit, drinking like crazy and just having fun. It's like random shorties coming to the thing, and it's like it's just like I was
not in my section. No random shorties coming in my section.
No, I mean they're not random, but like other like they to me because I'm like
there's people people we gotta protect, man. You said there's like Well, they're other people's like friends. I know, I'm just fucking
But
around.
like, so it's just like, it's not my thing. Like, I don't want to sit in just a section and just like drink. I want to like, let's go to the dance floor. Let's get lit. Like, you know, like have fun as a group. It just feels like it's just like everybody kind of just be caked up, and then it's like you by yourself. Like, hey y'all, like you just be having a good time, and that's dope that you can do that and just be on your own shit, just be smiling. But you be drunk or something. So of course you're gonna be. I'd be
crossfaded.
Yeah,
for sure.
so you be like vibing and shit. I just feel like it's just like
when you get high, you don't. Are you okay with talking about that?
I don't care.
Okay, yeah. When you get high, you don't really change that much.
I be like, I just laugh a lot. Like she's just funny.
Yeah, you do.
You
don't. Actually, no, you get funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do get funny. Yeah, you're funny. I will say, like you're mildly funny.
I take pride in that.
Yeah, you're somewhat funny. So
yeah. I'm not like crack a joke like on spot funny. I'm just
no,
like,
you're quick witted funny.
Yeah, like I'm just like I'll say some shit.
You're a hater funny.
Yeah,
like you be hating on shit, but it'd be like you like the hater in the group that like make it funny as fuck.
Yeah, because I'm not. It's not real hate. It's just a joke.
Yeah, there might be some truth in there, but
I don't remember last time I've said a joke and I was serious.
Not dead ass. Okay, so I wanted to. This is another good one. Are you familiar with the Ja Morant situation? Yo, what's that song? Fuck, man. There's this song that I don't know if it's new, but it's like I got shooters like Ja Morant. Like I swear to God,
He's
I'm
not
like
a gang member, bruh.
No, there's a rap song that it's like I got shooters. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? What song is that, bro? It's a good song too. I was like, what the fuck is this shit just dropped? But okay. You're Ja's age too. He's 23, 24. Yeah. Okay. So for the people listening, I mean, if you've been living under a rock or anything like that, you don't follow sports. Some people probably don't even know who the fuck Ja Morant is. I'm telling you, it's crazy.
Now, Ja Morant, I can see why people are like, who?
Yeah, he's like a smaller athlete in comparison to LeBron James. So for context, people that don't know who Ja Morant is, Ja Morant is a budding superstar in the NBA. He's one of the new faces of the NBA. And a couple of months ago, he got caught with I didn't get caught with a gun, but he was waving a gun online on an IG live.
Time, though?
Yeah, this is the second time. So the first time he was on live, I think in the strip club, like just kind of flashing his gun, like on his live, like flashing a gun. And he got in trouble for that. It was like all over the national news. And he got suspended like 8 games or whatever. And essentially that took him off like becoming a first team All NBA, which like cost him about like $40 million, right? This is a man that's getting paid like 180 or some shit like that. And he was, if he had made the first team All NBA, he would have been eligible for like a Supermax deal, which is like 200 million plus, right? So fast forward to I think like 2 days ago, after all the scrutiny, after getting in trouble, you would think that, he learned his lesson. He came back again and on his friend's IG live, flashed his gun again for whatever reason. I'm not sure why. So what is your take on it? You're familiar with the situation, right? What's your whole take on that whole situation?
Niggas are stupid. That's literally all I have to say. Like if you take you have been blessed with the opportunity and a talent to inspire, change an industry, and make money, and not just like, yeah, I'm doing okay, like I'm making some figure. No, like you're making real big boy money. Like you're, so if you want to fuck that up because you want to act hood, I don't understand the obsession with like trying to be from the hood, trying to be ghetto. I don't get it. I like if you're from there and that's you and that's how you're raised, cool, whatever. Like I understand, like, when I talk about like people like black on black crime, which is not a thing to me, but like, like they were raised that way, like that's just their environment. But if you're not in that environment, you want to just fit in. I don't know, like people be like, you can take the hood out, like the nigga out the hood, but you can't take the hood out. And I'm just I mean, I get that, but if you're not from the hood, then like why are you doing that? I don't know. Like it's just like to look cool and blow. I don't know. I just don't get it. So I don't really have an opinion on it.
Because I would say for me, it's like this is what it looks like to get in your own way of success.
Oh yeah.
So there's so many different ways to break this down. I want to speak to the people that like maybe they think that there's nothing wrong with this situation. I think once again, like I'm a big fan of context. Him having a gun, that's not the problem, right? It's the fact that he represents entities that are not interested in having that type of image for their companies. And they've expressed that to you, and they have shown you that they will take precaution to protect their product. And it's like you've doubled down once again and done the same thing over. And it's like at a certain point, when your employer says that they don't want you doing something and you still do it, like your money is subject to be taken away, right? Like this is someone that is like being sponsored by like Nike, I think Gatorade, like, or whatever. I mean, he has like a lot of sponsors. And at a certain point, they're going to start looking at that shit. They're like, bro, we don't want to be represented by shit like this. Like, it's not, this isn't like your typical, like, I know people are trying to draw the comparison of like, oh, like a white dude could post a picture of him hunting. Bro, it's hunting. Like, you're in the strip club with a gun. Yeah. You know, it's okay. It's like this, right? Let's compare it to a woman wearing a bikini, right? At a pool, that's appropriate. You pull up to the mall wearing a bikini, no shit, people are gonna look at you and like, I don't know if you get flagged for public indecency, but it's like, bro, like what this is so doing? Out of place, right? Yeah. It's that same concept of like, there's a context to everything. Like you waving your gun for Instagram, like it's almost like first of all, it looks like unsafe. Like that, he's like over here, have that shit close to his face and shit. That shit just looks unsafe, right? It could be on safety or whatever, cool, but there's a big difference between like you're in the context of like, yeah, I'm hunting, so I have a gun and I'm posting a picture like this, like of me hunting, right? Versus like I'm in an IG live, like listening to music, and I'm over here like, like you know what I'm saying, like with a fucking gun. I just don't understand like why people can't understand the difference between that, because they're like, oh, if he was, what do they say? They're like, oh, like if he was white, he would like. I don't people. Care there's like color. That. Yeah, of course, which makes sense because obviously you see a black man with a gun, you're like. Yeah. What? You know, I get that, but at the end of the day, as a gun, I'm a gun owner, license, all that stuff. Like, I have a gun. Be on like, but not to, on like IG live like to do that though. What would Jim Shark say for you? And like, what about it? Like, what are we doing? I got that thing on me. Right in the gym, like what? Grill out. I promise you, no. I promise you, your athlete manager gonna hit you like, yo, like. No, they can be like, you're done. Yeah, that's fucking insane when you think because about it's not just. I mean, obviously, like it's like inappropriate, it's unsafe and stuff like that. But like also, then it gets to the point of like, you got to remember like there's schools that get shot up. There's accidents that happen. People die. Like it's not something like guns aren't something to play with. Yeah. You know, like some people are like, I don't believe like Americans should have guns, and then there's people like I believe everyone should have a gun. Whatever. But I think there should be gun rules. Everyone should not have a gun. Yeah. This is literally one of the reasons why everyone should not be able to own a gun. You're in a strip club. Like imagine something happens and you kill someone. You kill a stripper. Yeah. That's accidents happen, man. People forget about Plaxico Burress. Exactly. Shit happen. It's just like it's just not. Grow up. Yeah. Like be an adult. I think the biggest thing is like just the man. I don't want to say like stupidity because like he is super young and some people. Dude, no. I will say, like, young people are, like, stupid. Yeah, but I feel like, yes. I'm still stupid sometimes. True, but, like, you're not. There's common sense, though. When it comes to stuff, you're not going to. Common sense ain't so common, which is crazy. Dude, you're waving a gun in a pub. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what didn't click for him, but. I mean, put it in your situation. Like, you own a brand. No, I understand the bigger picture for sure. Would you cut an athlete if they? I would want you to. Would I cut an athlete if they were doing that? Yeah, for sure. I would cut an athlete. I mean, I'd cut an athlete for much less. To be honest with you, like not like in a. No, I'm just saying. I feel it because that like there's representation that when you are like being sponsored by any brand is a privilege. Yeah. It's a privilege, and like you have to understand, like when you are sponsored by a brand, you're a representation of that brand. Exactly. I've told the team so many different times, like, bro, like there's just certain things that like we just cannot do because like you're a representation of the brand. Literally like, that. Like when you talk shit, it looks like I'm talking shit, like stuff like that. So like when Ja Morant's carrying a gun, it looks like the NBA is okay with that type of like quote unquote reckless behavior. 100%. So that's why they're gonna protect their product and be like, yo, like you can't be doing this shit. That's why people aren't cool with that shit. It's like, yo, literally. Like, I don't think you understand. Same for the coaches. Yeah. Like, imagine if you got to acting all crazy. Joey gonna be like, yo, you need to chill. Yeah, and Joey's like, I've gone out of pocket sometimes, or I've seen other lifters go out of pocket sometimes, and he's like, yo, like chill out. Like, literally, because it represents that. Me. Yeah, it represents him. Someone literally told me before I was like, all right, like, I want to, like, move forward and, like, have Joey as my coach. Like, someone literally said, like,
like I'm aware that like I wasn't taking powerlifting serious because like I didn't feel like it. People were like, well, you had this potential. Okay, it's me. I'm gonna do what I want. It's my body. Like, worry about you. So I did what I wanted to do, and then when I was like, okay, now I'm ready to be like, all right, let me step into this and like take it serious. I knew why it took me a minute too, because it was like I know that like, am I gonna take this serious right now? Like, probably not. But like to be under a coach as like Joey Flex, like someone's name that holds so much weight in this industry, like. It wasn't just I'm gonna just be with him and then just do whatever. Yeah. Like, no, you make him look bad. Someone literally said, you got to get your shit together. Once you're like, okay, like Joey's my coach, have your shit together because you are representing him, and his list of athletes and his resume is deep. Yeah, and you don't want to be the person, especially with the following I have, to fuck that up.
Yeah, we were talking about that. Like, I keep calling like, yo, you done fucking around yet? Like, what's up?
Man, and I think I talked about this on a different podcast. Somebody was like, oh, like, yeah, I was like Russ, like, and like you, Weez, and like Jamal and stuff. Like, a lot of people like that saw the potential was like, yo, like, are you like, when are you gonna get on program? When are you gonna do this? And when are you gonna do that? But you also had to talk with me. It was like, I understand why you're just like having your fun. Like, you're young, you just moved here. You're meeting new people, like you want to have fun, but like there's gonna have to be a time where you're like, all right, like I had my fun, whatever, time to lock in. Yeah. You know, so that was respectable. It wasn't just like, okay, I'm just fucking around. Like, no. Dude, so
I call it fucking around because like to me it's fucking around. Like whenever I do shit like that, I'm like, I'm fucking around. Like,
I was literally doing dumb shit. I was just trying to PR every other week, like just whatever. Yeah,
but it's so crazy because we just rifted completely off of like,
we're back to party.
so like it's not even like a crazy conversation. Do you watch Fast and Furious?
I've seen it, but they keep dragging it. I'm like, all right, bro, hell, what are we?
So you know, it's so funny. I wanted to talk about like, because like, damn, you're not on Twitter though.
No. I know you're on Twitter. Man. You'd be like, you should get on Twitter. Like,
you should. It's funny. You have a Twitter too, which is I seen it. that shit's old as fuck. I think you still got your track picture on that shit.
Yeah, I don't use it because I don't like if I have something to say. I love how bold you are, and you just say whatever. Yes, you're a very bold person. Okay, you just say whatever, but like I feel like you've gotten to the point where like you can say whatever. Like you've done enough. And you've solidified yourself enough to, if you want to say something and you say it, like whatever, like you have the credentials to back it up. I'm not in a position to just say whatever comes to my mind, and people will be like, they're like, yo, what? Like, people know who I am, but like I haven't really done, like, what gives me the right to just say whatever the fuck? Yeah, I can, but then like I will get like, I feel like I'll get more backlash about shit.
It's funny because there's a lot of things, like there's a lot of stuff I'd be typing. I'm like, nah, that's too much. Delete. So I'll delete that shit. They're not ready for this one. Yeah, but what do you think about, you think they're dragging it out? I think that, personally, it's actually pretty impressive.
Yeah, how much money
yeah, because like, move. I don't even understand. It's almost like they have captured, because when you watch those movies, it's like at this point, they might as well just be Marvel characters. Because like they're like superheroes, low key. Like the shit that they be achieving in those movies, like the fucking like. So there's like this trend going on Twitter. Do you know the guy Kevin's on stage or some shit like that? Like the bald headed dude. He makes like skits and shit. No, maybe you probably don't know. But he was like, quote this like with your. He's like, when did Fast and Furious like become like comical to you or some shit like that? To where you're like, what the fuck is going on? And like it was like flooded with a bunch of different videos of just like them doing outrageous shit, like them jumping out of like a fucking plane with their cars and landing on the highway and shit like that.
Because now I don't know, like I feel like, but it's not just Fast and Furious. A lot of movies do it. The Planet of the Apes or whatever. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I have, but it's a little bit different with Fast and Furious because like some of the shit they be doing is like, okay, all right.
They made the monkey start talking.
Well, okay, that's the purpose of the movie.
No. To the point where it's like they weren't like no. I just felt like it was like, bro, like this. You dragged it. You did.
Do you like fiction?
I love. Yeah. I love fiction. I'm a Transformers girl. I love Transformers. What? What the fuck is funny?
Duan's in the background laughing.
You don't like Transformers, Duan?
The conversation? Yeah. Bro, what the fuck?
I love Transformers.
You watch...
Huh? It was just... The Planet of the Apes was good. Oh, I didn't even know that.
See,
Y'all
you don't
be deep
even-
into no, because that's not my shit.
Yeah.
I just know that they.
So you didn't like Planet of the Apes?
It was good, the first one, but then they got to. I watched another one. I was like, "What is this?" It was Planet of the Apes. I'm like, "Why are they having full conversations?" I was like, "What?"
Come on now, man.
He was literally walking on 2 feet, having full conversation.
That's the point. Like,
I
it's
understand, but then it's like
you couldn't get into it.
I couldn't get into that. I was like, "What?"
Right,
and even Transformers has a new one coming out.
Yo, they have talking robots. What are you talking about?
What?
Talking cars.
That shit's cool.
All right.
Optimus Prime,
That's more believable for you than the monkeys like talking and shit.
No, I'm just saying.
Do you prefer it to be?
Bro,
okay.
what your car transformed into this badass
Fun fact, my first car, I got a Camaro.
I know this story.
You do?
Like, you've told me this, like, your dad got, yes.
Oh.
Well,
never
tell
mind.
the people, they haven't.
I don't want to hear anymore.
No. You told me this story, like, 4 times.
Okay, my first car was a Camaro because the first Transformer movies just came out with Bumblebee and shit, and Bumblebee was a Camaro, a yellow Camaro, and I got a black Camaro.
Yo, I'm telling you right now, I wonder how much Chevy paid them to make some of the like.
Oh,
dude, because I know the stock on Camaros went up after Bumblebee.
Oh, what? I saw nothing but Camaros.
Literally, yo.
Yeah, Camaro.
Man.
Camaro was. I mean, well, Camaro is obviously like a prominent car company, but like I'm sure their stock went the fuck up after that
anytime
movie.
I see a Camaro, I'll be like, Bumblebee? Like, every time. Like, it's just like
Wait,
okay.
what's that voice? What's that like?
You did it too.
I know, but like, what's that
ask
voice?
yourself the same question.
It's my white girl verse. Bumblebee?
I was gonna say, I would say it's just like my like Valley girl. Like, oh my gosh. Like, what?
Do you like Taylor Swift?
No. Yo, I can't stand her.
Oh shit.
Oh my gosh. The amount of awards that she has, I don't. Kanye was right.
Shit.
Kanye got it. Kanye
No, he
did
was.
it.
He was right. Okay,
Yeah.
so have you seen like the turnout for Taylor Swift these days?
I do not. I didn't. She could be
She's
dead
on tour.
and I wouldn't even know.
She's on tour right now, and like people are like,
They go. Yes.
I don't, man. Hey, y'all white girls. If the one that's listening to this podcast, man, y'all love some T Swift. She is fucking murdering right now,
Dude. And
Killing
mind
it.
you, I used to be growing up, love Taylor Swift. Not to the point where like I'm like this fan following her all through I grow up, but I love Justin Bieber too. At a young age, I love OJB.
I don't like Justin Bieber. I like
his songs.
I like light skinned Justin Bieber.
I like the younger. Like I still listen to like old, like when he was a kid. Like
If
those are
Justin
vibes.
Bieber did an album, like if he like went light skinned and did an album, it'd probably be the best album
So
like, ever.
blackface. If he just got super tan. Did, like,
What do they call him?
Chris Brown.
What they call him? Jatavius?
Stop it.
Yeah, Justavius. If Justavius made an album, holy shit.
He's decent. The only thing I didn't like is that he had some racial situations.
He did.
Growing up, and then like even with the braids and be with a bunch of black people and just like it's
Little twist.
Yeah, like what are you doing?
He did, and then he opened his mouth and started singing again. I was like, damn, I forgot all about it.
That's me with. I'm not gonna lie. Don't be mad. That's me with. What's that homeboy name? The one.
Homeboy, who?
I don't want it. The one that's in jail.
R.
Kelly. I ain't gonna.
Nah, I mean, live your life.
That someone gets me in a t-shirt that that is your favorite thing to say. R. Kelly,
your
I be
life.
forgetting he did. I only listen to him alone.
I play the Same Girl song, and I play.
I know we be bop. Yo,
Yeah.
that's my shit.
That's my shit too. I mean, you know,
He has
sometimes
some bops.
you got some bops. You got to be able to. Sometimes you can separate the art from the individual.
What 100%? What would it take for an artist that you love to like for them to do something where you be like, I cannot listen to them again?
I don't know, like kill someone maybe.
Like, do you know when rappers kill people?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, like kind of basically what R. Kelly did.
Do you listen to R. Kelly still? Yes, you do. I have videos of you singing R. Kelly in the gym.
Not a lot.
Neither do I. But if
Yeah.
it comes on, you can.
Oh, you know what? Okay. For me, I used to be the biggest Kanye fan. I know yeah, and then whenever he just like kind of went off the rails a little bit, it just I can't listen to his music the same anymore because I had so much emotional stock in the content he was putting out that when he was like backtracking on stuff that he would say that he used to say in his music, I'm like, man, it doesn't hit the same sonically for him anymore. It doesn't elicit that emotion. But sometimes,
me.
yeah, some days I forget and I'm able to listen to it and it just like, hits. I listened to Kanye when I dropped out of college. Like I was on my way. I was driving home from Texas Tech. I played all of his music, his whole discography on my way back home.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
And I told myself, like, I didn't know at the time. Well, I knew, but no one knew. I was like, yeah, I'm not finishing school.
That's okay. I've talked to most people that are like in this industry was like, no. And then people have asked me like, do you think you should finish school? I'm like, dude, like I'm at the age now where it's just like, you don't need school, bro, for certain things. In life.
You don't.
You really don't. If you want to be a lawyer, doctor, go to school. If you want to be an accountant or shit, go to school. If you want to be an influencer or so, like a business owner and stuff like that, you don't need to go to college for that. Learn by experience.
God damn. It's 8:40, 8:50 already? Or 8:40? Damn. How long have we been on the podcast? Hour 30? Hour 40? Hour 20?
That's your nice way of saying I'm a great conversationist.
No, I was just... Okay, damn. Well, we pretty much ran through...
we talked about a lot.
Yeah, we did.
Like, we went from powerlifting to relationships to movies to music to drama. There was a lot.
Yeah.
A lot covered.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and run through some of the questions. We put up a... So if you guys want to get more involved with the podcast, one of the easiest ways is to reply on the comment section on the podcast, right? I mean, on Spotify. So on Spotify, on YouTube as well. And then also follow us on IG because sometimes on the day that we record, we'll post a questionnaire. Not a questionnaire, but a questions box. And you guys can ask us questions and shit. The fuck? See that?
Big ass. What is that?
Is that like a love bug? We don't have too much time left in here because it takes like about 20 minutes to disassemble. So let's answer some. We're gonna have to do some fast rapid fire ones.
Okay.
Thoughts? Okay, I answer this one. Thoughts on no FAP and semen retention movement?
What?
So like no masturbation.
Live your life.
Yeah, live your life.
I don't care.
I can't do that.
I don't care. Whatever is best for you, do it.
What's your take on the dating scene? And oh, my bad. Let me also give y'all's names because man, I kind of suck at doing that. So that was M Javier 2024. Maybe you don't want your name attached to that question. I don't know.
Well,
it's too late. Okay. Hey.
dude, just read the questions. Like,
yeah. What is your take on the dating scene in 2023?
It's unnecessarily complicated and yeah.
Unnecessarily complicated?
Yeah.
I think it's scary.
That too. There's so much like emotionally damaged people right now in our like younger people, like whether it's like depression or just mentally unstable or whatever, like, or, you know, they take a last old relationship, that trauma into new relationships and then people hurting people, you know, hurt people and all that shit. So.
Okay. So what about, so someone said gym anxiety. I'll turn that into, do you ever deal with gym anxiety?
Only when it comes to like if I have like my confidence in like the lift that I'm hitting that day, not from me going into a gym.
Okay. I'm gonna put your name out here because you asked a wild question. Lee VXN asked me, how does Russ clap cheeks?
We all want to know.
Yeah, and that's a man. Yeah. I mean, I don't even know how to. I would answer the question. I just legit don't know how to answer it.
I will help you. Are you aggressive?
That was insane. Am I aggressive?
No, I'm helping the people. Yeah. Are you like aggressive? Are you dominant? Are you submissive? Like, there's so many ways you can go with this. Take your time.
I'm a people pleaser.
Okay. See, that's a good answer.
Yeah. See. Yeah.
Leave it open.
I'm gonna leave it.
Yeah, there it is. Like whatever that means.
Whatever that means to you, man. Let's do one more.
Give me a good one.
Okay, this is the last one. This is a good one. Lifts with Breezy asked, if you could have any 3 superpowers, what would they be and why?
Dude.
I got mine. Mine would be flight, super strength.
Don't you already have that?
I want to be able to fly, and I want to be able to be strong, and I guess speed too. Basically like Superman.
I would say be invisible. That's a good one. You feel me? Just dip up out of there. Like, Russ, can we go? No. Bye. And I just disappear. I would say probably teleportation. I don't feel like flying. That takes too long. Say I want to go to Hawaii. I'm not going to. I'll just fly there. Like, that's going to take forever, dude.
But that's why I said super speed, too. So, like...
Oh, like Superman? Like, you just get there?
Yeah. There's a thrill that comes with flying. Teleportation is good, though.
Like, yeah, teleport. I don't have time for that. I'd rather just be like, you know.
Yeah.
Go. And I would say, like, being, like, a genius, but, like, that comes, like, that's a lot of, like... That's a lot of weight on you to like know everything. No, bro. There's blessings in being ignorant to certain things. To know everything, bro. Like that sounds stressful. That's like reading minds. I don't want to read people's minds. You look at somebody, you read their mind, you're like, damn, what? Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
That's
and I don't want to see in the future.
I've never heard someone say like that's like a that's like a lot. You know, being super smart. It is though. It is. Ignorance is bliss.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Have you seen that movie, that one girl where she like accessed 100% of her like brain or something?
Isn't that? Yeah. I know what we're talking about.
She like died.
Yeah. It was too much.
It was too much.
Yeah, you're right. Damn. Those were some decent questions. I mean, so like let's try to get outside of the lifting part of the questions. I know it's gonna take some time to get out of that mode, but
I get it. People are like, you guys are so strong.
Yeah, I get it.
How do I get my deadlift up? I don't know.
All right, guys. Damn, that was another longer episode. Once again, I think I say this every single episode, but thank you guys so much for the support on the podcast. Like, once again, it's like my favorite thing to do. I look forward to doing the podcast. I'm always thinking about different things to talk about during the week on the podcast. So, like, to be able to have this platform and just like sit here and talk and shoot the shit with different people is really awesome. So yeah, if you guys are on the YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button. If you guys are on Spotify, please comment and let us know what we could do better. Different questions you guys maybe want answered. If you're on Apple Music, it's kind of weird because I don't listen to shit on Apple Podcasts. But anyways, that's episode number 4. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Better Take podcast. This is your host, Russell Voorhees, signing out.